Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, so my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. What? So, we're doing this awesome painting. You guys ready? You guys ready? Make some, little transitions here of color. Got some awesome little flowers going on, different positions. Of course, polka dots. Dots, dots, dots. All right, say hello, hello, hello. If you're painting with me tonight, let me know if anyone's painting with me tonight. Let me know if you're new to the fam. We'll give you a warm welcome, right? So Becky is here. Hello, 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 Becky. Becky, and we got Sheila. So I got to get my roll call written down, 6,000%. Becky from Ohio. Hello, 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 ladies. And we got to give props to you-know-who, because you never know. He might want to chime in. There he is. There's the man. Say hi to your fans, Butters. Say hi to your fans. All right, let me show you my handy-dandy table of what we're using tonight. Of course, I have my coffee. I have my palette. Mr. Blue decided to make a Rorschach test here going on. I don't know about that. But anyway, same colors every single party. Blue, yellow, red, white, and black. Of course, I have the weapons this evening. We have Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. We've got Mini-Me. He looks just like Big Boy. He is a small shader. And we have Tiny in the house. He is a round for details. And of course, the nifties, right? You want your own nifties, just send support. I send them out for free, right? You're going to swirl, you're going to tap, you're going to dab on your paper towel. You want your bristles to be wet but not dripping. All right, so some more fam popped on here. We've got Chai in the house. Hello, 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 Chai. I hope I'm saying your name right. And I can't scroll for some reason. There it is. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, 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 Chai. Tina B is here. What's up, Tina? All right, we got Tina in the house. And we've Jones here. Hello, 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 Joan. How are you doing, sweetie? Kathy is here. Everybody give a warm Eve's Creations welcome to Kathy. And Chai, they're new to the fam. Rochelle's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, 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 Rochelle. How are you, lovey-dovey? And we've got, close, I'm close. Chai, okay. Hello, 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 Judy. How are you, sweetheart? Hello, 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 Tim. You got that right. Jeanette is hanging out with us tonight. Hi, Jeanette. How are you, sweetheart? All right, I wrote Tammy as Tanny. Let's fix that. Megan's hanging out with us. Hello, 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 Megan. How are you, dollface? All right, so quick reminder, all of my videos are kid-friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing. If you guys could watch your comments. I went for the mermaid look again tonight. Got some purples and blues going on. So those of you that are... Oh, not quite new. You're under your mom's Facebook. Okay, no worries, doll. No worries. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, Helen. Helen is our resident watcher. We got watchers. We got painters. We got creepers. Sue Ann is here. Hello, 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 Sue. How are you doing, sweetie? We got all sorts, and that's all good. So you're a creeper if you don't say hello, but we love you anyway. And people just watch and they paint later. Hello, 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 Diane. Or you can paint along with me. It's all up to you. Thank you so much, Joan. Appreciate that. Some of you like my make-em-ups. Stephanie is here. Stephanie, do I use Phthalo Blue, hon? Phthalo Blue. Shayna is here. Everybody give a warm Eve's Creations welcome to Shayna. Katie's hanging out with us. Hi, Katie. How are you, sweetheart? So, who asked that? Who asked that? Let me see. Stephanie, do we use Ultramarine or Phthalo? I use Phthalo, love. It's Phthalo Blue or P-T-H-A-L. However they spell it. I don't know how they spell it. All weird like they spell it. Judy's sending some stars. Thank you so much for the stars, Judy. Those of you who are who don't know, stars is enabled. It's a way to send support. 6,000%. So thank you very much. Making an entrance, Judy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Diane, you had contractors. Oh, thank goodness you got some peace and quiet now, right? They make such a noise. They make such a mess. All right, so I think I got everybody written down. I'm sure some more people will be popping on, and that is fine. I'm going to put you guys in your handy-dandy holder. If you're ever wondering, I reference this all the time. That's your holder. That's where I place you all. So, I'm going to put you in your handy-dandy holder. And I figured out a way. Hello, Christine. How you doing, sweetie? I figured out a way to raise the holder, so now you have a better angle. You're more straight on to the picture, so that is always good. And I'm working on a 16 by 20, okay? It's 16 across, 20 straight up and down. Whatever you're working on, it's totally fine. As long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I am in, you're going to do awesome. Hello, Debbie. How are you doing, sweetie? Popping on. I like it. She's a popper. Let me see if I can move you guys a little bit closer so the painting fills the screen. All right. Let me see. Earthquake. There we go. There we go. There she is. There she is. Do I like painting standing up? Yes, I'm always standing. I'm one of those standers. I stand a lot. I'm a stander. Like even if I'm out somewhere or I'm at a party or I'm hanging out, I'm that person that's always standing. I'm not a big sit down person, even though I probably should sit down more than I do, but I don't. So, as I fix my back, we wonder why. You started using your easel. That's so amazing. Gail is here. You're new, but you've been watching for a few weeks. Haven't been painting, but you are so fun to watch. Oh, thank you so much, Gail. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Really, really, I appreciate that. So, everybody give a warm Eve's Creations welcome to Gail. She's new on the live with us. All right, so everybody give a nice warm we got a few newbies in the house, which is amazing, and we've got all you guys. You're sitting at your dining room table to eat. Eating's good. Eating's good. You got to tell me what you're eating so I get jealous, Katie. All right. I cannot show you both at once what I'm working on and the actual finished painting. So take a screenshot if you'd like a reference. All right. I'm going to lower the music a little bit here for you guys, and we're going to get started. So take your screenshot, get yourself situated. Hello, Tammy. How you doing, sweetie? And Katie giving a warm welcome out. Thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. I love it. 6,000%. Okay, so you guys ready, Freddy Spaghetti? I'm ready, Freddy Spaghetti. All right, let's do this. Woo! It's the almighty blank canvas. It's so scary. But we're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. And, you know, guys, you don't have to do the orange and blue. You can turn around. You're eating some nuts and lemon. Ooh, that sounds good. Anastasia's here. Hello, Anastasia. So everybody give a warm welcome to Anastasia. She's definitely new. And you guys pick whatever colors you want. Doesn't matter to me. Diane's got pizza going on. Now I am jealous. Now I am jealous. All right, you don't have to do the blues and oranges. You can do whatever colors you want to do. 6,000%. So, you know, make this your own. You can do your flowers any way you want to do. You know, this is all you. All you and however you want to paint it. You know that. Oh, I got to post. All right, so a little bit of a heads up. Tia Marie coming in with some, a little vino and some cheese. I love it. I love it. Yes. Anna. Hello, Anna. That's okay. We didn't start doing anything yet, so you're good. I'm too busy talking. What else is new? At least you guys can fast forward when you're on the replay. I forgot what I was going to say. Hello, Kimberly. How are you doing? Oh, a heads up, guys. So my event page, it's not working for me to post things in the discussion. I don't know if you guys noticed the last two event pages had some things posted, had some things not posted than my norm. If you ever have any questions, 6,000% ask me. If you see in the discussion, you'll see a name there sharing the post. That's me. I have to go, instead of doing it right from the business page, I have to go to my personal page, post to the discussion, and then approve the post. So, the post that you see with free, tips appreciated, all my normal, thank you so much for the stars, Anna. Thank you so much, sweetheart. All those things that you see posted that are my normal things, and it's under the name of Kristen Woolley, that's me. So don't be nervous. Don't be thinking it's spam or anything like that. I actually have to post it under my individual page to the event. So thank you so much, Anna. Just a heads up, all right? So it's not spam. It's not somebody kind of hacking into the event. It's me. And if you don't see certain things I usually post on my event page, that is why, okay? So I just wanted to give you all a heads up with that. Whatever. All right, so let's start painting. Okay, swirl, tap, dab, big boy. Swirl, tap, dab, big boy. All right, now I've got blue going into orange. All right, so we're going to start off with the white and the yellow. So I got white. You can never get stars to work. Oh, Tammy, ask the ladies in here. You guys are really good. Somebody help Tammy out with her stars questions. I don't see stars from your end. I don't know what the pricing is. I don't know what buttons you hit. I just see it on my end. And I thought they were a penny each, but I think they're costing you guys a little bit more than that. So I appreciate it 6,000% anybody sending me support. But guys, fam, help Tammy figure out the stars thing, because I know it could probably get confusing. All right, white, yellow, red, all of that on my brush. Okay, and I'm just going up and down. Up and down. This is layer 1 with our colors, guys. And I'm sticking and moving so I get those lines in there, right? I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose those lines. So for my painting, which is orange and blue, we're doing white, red, and yellow together, and it's going to give you like peach colors. And make sure you guys are putting this on nice and thin and flat, because we're going to need it to dry. Alright, and you don't want it to become a mushy mess. If you notice that I only swiped over that like one time so I could turn around and get the thick pieces smoothed out. Okay, this is me going over it a lot of times. It gives you that blended look. So if you don't want the separation of color, if you want your colors to be more blended, then you just keep brushing over them. But I like the separation of color. That's part of the painting, so that's what we're going for. Alright, so, and also a heads up, I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know to paint this painting. Am I going to sit here and outline and dot? Am I going to sit here and outline 20 different flowers? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am not going to do that. So, once I show you everything there is to show you to be able to get this to look like my original, alright, we're going to call it a night. Okay, 6,000%. So I'm going to show you how to do the background, which we're doing now. I'm going past halfway. We're going past halfway with this. I'm still grabbing yellow, red, and white together. Okay, and you want to go past halfway with this. All right, and a few swipes, just a couple. If you want the lines to stay in, remember, you know, We don't want to go too much, but you don't want it to be thick and globby because you have to put the flowers over it. And if it's thick and globby, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do that. Alright, and I'm going past halfway with this. I'm going past halfway with this. And I'm just going up and down with my flat brush. Like that. Okay? So, that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. Hi, April. How are you doing, sweetheart? Hello, April. If you guys comment and it's meant for me and not just talking amongst yourselves, type it again. If I miss it, when I'm looking here, I don't always see what's going on here. And I know you guys like to chit-chat with each other, which is amazing. So, if there's something I'm supposed to see or a question, type it again or write it in caps if you want to. Hi, Nikki. Hello, Nikki. I don't think you're being rude if you type something in caps. But if you're typing it in caps, make sure that you're only typing the messages for me in capital letters. Okay? Don't type your whole conversations with everybody else that way, because then I'm going to get confused and I'm going to think I missed something. So if you guys want to start using the capital letters to throw me a question, or because this is your time for me to answer your questions. You got me. I'm yours. Right? Is that a song? I'm yours. You got me. I'm yours. So if you have a question about anything, 6,000% ask me. I'm here. I'm now. Let's do this. You have me. For the next hour or so. So if there's anything you need help with, definitely ask me. 6,000%. You look marvelous, darling. You look marvelous. See how good that worked, Sheila? I saw that. Marie, you found my live. If you guys follow my page, I think you get notified when I go live. So on the top of my page, my Facebook page, you're going to see like and you're going to see follow, I think. If you hit follow, I think you get the notification, which you only have to hit that notification, and it'll bring you right to the live. Excellent, Becky. Excellent. I look marvelous. Gail is asking me, what brand paint do I use? It's called Brick Acrylic. Blick Acrylic. Paint. Thank you, April. Yes, some of the fam's going to answer your questions. Oh, while we're giving this a minute, let me post replays. Yes, are always available. So I will post my YouTube page. All right. If you don't know the stars and you want to send support, I have Venmo, I have PayPal, I have Cash App. So there is the Cash App link. Alright, and I'm going to post the PayPal link, bam, and we're going to post the Venmo link. I stopped pinning the links to my lives because some people were having issues on how to get around the link. You're sending it in mail, that works too. Mail definitely works to send me anything. I've gotten presents in the mail. I've gotten support in the mail. I send the nifties out in the mail. So we are keeping the post office alive, people. Alright, so now what I want to do is, since this is blues and purples, I'm going to grab clean white that doesn't have any yellow in it. And I'm going to grab clean red that doesn't have any yellow in it. Okay? So you want to make sure you have clean white, and you want to make sure you have clean red if you're going to be doing the purples and blues, because you don't want yellow in there. You don't want yellow. You don't want to be grabbing your paint and there's yellow in there. Okay, so I'm swirl, tap, dabbing big boy, and we're going to do the top. We're going to do the top. Alright, so I got to swirl, swirl, swirl. The more I swirl, the cleaner he gets. Oh, yeah. 6,000%. You are so welcome, Gail. You are so welcome. All right, so big boy's nice and clean. Got all the yellow out of them. And I am going to, now I'm going to do the same process, grabbing blue, red, and white. And the thing I want to show you is, you see this? You see, hi Jill, hello. You know what, I was just going to say flicky doo too. You must have known it. Your ears must have been ringing, lovey. Because I literally was just going to explain something with flicky doo. That is hysterical. All right, you see this right here? See the change here? So that, we're going to pull the brush and we're just going to do a little flick. And you're going to get those flicks of color into the other color to get that transition. Okay, guys? So that is what we're going to do. We're going to do our flicky doos. Okay, hello, 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 Debbie. How are you, sweetheart? All right, so, oh my goodness, you guys should see this roll call. It's awesome. All right, so white, blue, smidge of red. You got it, girlfriend. Flicky doos. Flicky doos. All right, red, white, blue. So I'm going to start up here. I'm going to start up here, right, holding my brush nice and flat. Okay, and now when I get to where it's going to connect, I'm going to churn my brush vertical, and I'm just going to do flicks into the other color. Okay, that's how you do that. All right, so I'm grabbing white, blue, and red. I'm going to start off with my brush flat, just pulling the colors. Making sure they're nice and loose and thin, nice and thin and flat, right? And then when I get to where it's going to meet up, where I get to where it's going to meet up, I'm going to turn the brush and I'm going to flicky do. We're flicky doing, baby. I'm going to flick down into the other colors. Okay? And that's how you get that transition. Alright? That's how you get that transition. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And you got to make sure you don't have any globs on your brush, okay? So this way, when you're doing a flicky do, downward, and see something was still wet and it mixed in, I'm not mad at that. I'm okay with that, because we're going to be doing another coat on this. All right, so this is a 2-coat background, and I'm just going down like this, and then see how I have these brush strokes there? I'm just going to swipe. I'm going to swipe down. I'm going to swipe down, and that'll get rid of those brush strokes. Okay, so you just pull down from the top. Nice and light touch, nice light touch, so not everything winds up getting mushy on you. And you can get rid of the brush strokes from flicky doing. Alright, guys? Okay, so flat brush, putting in my colors, right? Not really worried about anything, just blocking in my color, getting it to the point of where it's going to meet up with the other color. And now I'm going to turn my brush and I'm just going to flicky do. Flicky do, flicky do. That's all we're doing, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Not hard to do at all. Now, this is a really cool background. You could use this background for like a lot of stuff, you know, if you want it. Like the other week we started doing, like, I showed you abstract. I showed you abstract because this is kind of like an abstract thing in its own rights. So if you wanted to like dabble creating an abstract painting, you could totally do it with, you know, you could totally start off with doing something like this. And then adding to it. And then adding to it. Okay? So, I am going to let that set a minute. And I'm going to turn around and Big Boy's in the water. Wipe off the globs of Big Boy. You're going to paint this? Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you're going to paint it. Oh my God, that comment cracked me up. You're going to paint this. Well, I would hope so. So, I don't know what you guys were talking about, but that's okay. I'm glad that something about colors and a team, a sports team or something like that. So, hoorah, go. Go with the sports. Yes, 6,000%. All right. Roll call. What? I'm telling you. All right, I'm going to need an oxygen tank. Let me get a sip of coffee first. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. We got Helen and Becky and Sheila and Chai, Tina B, Joan, Kathy, Rochelle, Judy, Tammy, Jeanette, Megan, Sue, Diane, Stephanie, Shayna, Katie, Judy, Christine, Debbie, Gail, Anastasia, Tina, Anna, Kimberly, April, Nikki, Marie, Jill, and Debbie. Donna's here. Hello, 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 Donna. Oh my goodness. Yes, healing wishes to everybody. Healing wishes to your hubby and healing wishes to you, April, with all your tests that you have going on. Katie's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, Katie. Healing prayers to everybody. Hi, Pamela. How are you, doll? Hello, 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 sweetheart. So I got you, Anastasia. I got you, baby doll. Hi, Gloria. Gloria's here. Oh, no. Healing wishes to... I forgot Carolyn. Carolyn, why do I always forget you? I don't know why I always forget you. I'm so sorry, love. Jill, oh, no. Healing wishes to you, sweetheart. That's stinky poo-poo. Yes, it is. Stinky poo-poo going on there. All right. So, I'm giving this a minute. If you can't tell, I'm stalling. Tracy's here. Hello, 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 Tracy. I don't know if you guys can tell I'm stalling a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so we got to swirl tap that big boy. We're going to swirl tap that big boy just to get the clumps out. Just to get the clumps out. I don't know where Jinsey is. I was thinking the same thing. We're missing a few peeps here. We're missing a few peeps, but that's okay. So, I'm swirl tap dabbing big boy. Getting all the blue out of him. Getting all the blue out of him. Okay? Oh, goodness. There's Carolyn. Hi, sweetheart. Carolyn's in the house. Hello, 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 Carolyn. All right, and depending on how orange you want this, or yellow or red, we're gonna do the same exact thing, except no white. We're gonna do the same exact thing, but with no white. All right, so big boy's nice and clean, all the blues out of him. I mean, I'm gonna grab a microscopic amount of white paint. See that? And then I'm going to turn around and grab my yellow. And I'm going to grab my red. I'm going to do a little dap like that. I see that that's mostly red, so I'm going to grab some more yellow. I'm going to do a dab. Now I got more yellow on my brush. Do you change your rinse water often? I never change my rinse water. Yeah, I stick with the same rinse water through the whole entirety of every video. Some people say you should change it, like if you're doing brighter colors and darker colors. I don't. Yes, I'm a... April, don't get me started. All right, see the red and the yellow mixed in. I'm going to have my brush flat, and we're just going to run this through. Second coat, and we're going to stick and move. We're going to stick and move. Okay, and I'm doing the same. Every time you see me leave the canvas, I'm grabbing more paint, and I'm doing the same exact process that I just showed you. Alright, I'm grabbing my red, I'm grabbing my yellow, I'm doing a little dab dab. Mr. Blue just wants to get everywhere tonight. He is making his presence known. He's on my brush, he's on my fingers. You never change yours either, right? Hi, Nikki. Hello, 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 Nikki. You chimed in at the right time. There we go. I got you, girl. You're on the list. All right, now I got yellow and orange over here. I got yellow and orange over there now on my hand. I'm a mess. What else is new? I'm a mess. All right, red, yellow, microscopic white, dab dab, and pulling it through. Okay, and I'm sticking and moving, and every time you see me leave the canvas, I am grabbing more paint. I'm grabbing more paint every time you see me leave the canvas, okay? 6,000%. I am making a mess on my palette, and I love it. And I love it. Okay. Just like that. I got these. All right. If you ever get something on your canvas, right? If you get a clump or a hair or anything on your canvas, here, let me take you guys out and I can show you. Okay. See that clump right there? What you want to do is you want to take your brush and you push with the bristles. Like if it's a hair, you push on the opposite side of the hair. Like if it's long, you're going to push on the tip. Alright, so this is a clump. So you push with your brush like that, and it'll lift it off. And then I wipe it here because that's just the way I am. Alright, so there's another one right there. So you push with your brush like this. Alright, and you can see it's lifting off. Of course, this one isn't going to cooperate because I'm trying to show you. Alright, and it's lifted off, and then, or you could take your finger once you have it lifted up on the edge a little bit, and then those spots you made, you can just smooth them out again. Okay, so that is how you get hairs and clumps and all that kind of stuff off of your canvas. You lift them up with your brush. If it's being stubborn, grab them with your finger. And that's the easy way to do it. Okay, that is the easiest way to get that off of your canvas. Alright, when I get close to here though, when I get close to here now, I'm going to churn my brush and I'm going to flicky-do upwards. Alright, so when I get close to where they're meeting, I'm going to churn my brush and do my flicky-do again. Alright, 6,000%. Okay, I got to grab some more yellow paint. Now it's up to you. How yellow do you want this? How orange do you want this? You know, like you can go back in and, you know, I grabbed just yellow this time, and I can go back in and I'm putting, there's just yellow on my brush now because I want bright yellow areas. You know, you can play around now. You got your two colors, and you got the little tiny little smidge of white going on. And I'm turning my brush vertical now, so I get more stripes. So this is your time to play. You can totally play and grab one color more than the other. You can do your brush horizontal. Alright, if you want to cover more area. Or you can turn around and turn it vertical to get more of a stripe. Like I grabbed just red paint. I'm going to turn it vertical, and I'm going to do some flicking through this, and then see, so it gave me more of a red effect. You know, if I grab just my yellow and go through this with my brush vertical, I can get some really cool yellow pieces. So you just want to play. This is the time for you to play. I have no idea where all these crunchies are coming from, but no idea. I have no idea. Alright, I'm going to be, I know I said it Tuesday, I didn't get around to it. I'm going to be, past blasting. Hello, Sean. I'm going to be past blasting a lot of my Halloween. The older, I've got paint on me. Of course I've got paint on me. 6,000%. Did somebody just share a link? Yes, Sean. I will be doing a replay. 6,000%. Oh, somebody was sharing my, okay. Got you guys. Alright. So, yep, on my YouTube and on my page, replays are always available, hon. Okay, so, I'm going to grab some more yellow. This kind of looking a little mushy here, so I'm going to grab some more yellow. And I'm going to put some slices of yellow in there. Just like that. I'm going to grab some more red. I'm going to put some slices of red in there. Right? And you see me. You see what I'm doing with my brush, right? I'm just flicking. I'm just flicking. And putting these effects in where I want them. 6,000%. So now is your time to play with your colors. Right? If you see a spot and it's looking a little mushy or dull, you can just grab some red. Put that in there. You can grab just yellow. Put that in there. Right? If you like the yellow. Okay? So now is your time to be playing and making your streaks and all of that happy stuff. Okay, so I am going to wipe Big Boy off because he's got a lot of paint with them. You sent me a okay, Tina B, no worries. You sent me a witch. Yes, I did see it, Jill. Thank you very much. I did see that. Yes. All right. So I am going to wipe my brush off to get all the globs. That's another reason I don't have to worry about changing my water very often. I wipe my brush off. You guys. What did you have for dinner? April. April and Nikki, I see you. Oh my goodness gracious. I gotta behave my mouth. I'm gonna be live on TikTok as well. If any of you are on TikTok, I'm gonna start doing live paint parties on TikTok, separate from tonight. So, and that is not going to be PG. Those lives are not going to be PG. So, just to let you know, all right? So my TikTok, you'll get Unfiltered Eve. If you're on that app, you can join me over there, okay, guys? Eve's Artistry on TikTok, all right? And I'm going to be I just got enough following, so I'm going to be doing lives on that app as well. Some of them are going to be repeat paintings, but you're more than welcome to come and hang out. If you're not missing much. It's all good. If you're not on that app, that is totally fine. A lot of them are going to be paintings I already did. Yeah, and but it's going to be a little bit more saucy. All right, guys, no worries. All right, 6,000%. Okay, so yeah, I can share. Let me share that link with you. If you're interested, I can share that link with you. If you're not on the app, that's okay. No worries. A lot of it's going to be repeat stuff. So don't stress it. You're not going to be missing much. All right, but that's my TikTok if you want to hang out with me. Okay? All right. So, now we're going to do the same process with the top now. We're going to do the same process. Swirl, tap, dab. I got to get all that yellow out of my brush. And we're going to do the same process with the blue area now. So I got to swirl, 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 swirl. The more you swirl, the cleaner it gets. And so I'm swirl-a-doing. Thank you so much, Debbie, for the coffee. Yes, I'm totally drinking coffee. And thank you so much for the stars, sweetheart. You're amazing. Guys, remember the contest is for the whole month of September. So if you want to put your chances in to win the free brush set, you know, I sell the brush sets, guys. You guys know that. Direct message me. There's a button at the top of my page that says message. If you're donating through Stars or any of the other donation apps, and it's more than $3, so $3 minimum, you message me, right? You message me amount, what you use to send it. Those brushes are awesome. Thank you, April. And your address, okay? And if you do that, you're going to be entered into the drawing. All right, guys? So any of you that are doing Stars, first of all, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys really do keep the lights on. And number two, don't forget, I am, for the month of September, you're not going to be getting any Nifties till October, because I'm going to do the whole Nifty project at once. And out of that mix of all the addresses I received, somebody is going to win a brush set. Okay? So April has the brushes. Thank you so much, April. And a few of the other people on here already have the brush sets. So, thank you. Who made that announcement? Somebody made that, and Tina did. I could have guessed it was you, Tina. Tina's my resident helper. If you ever have any questions, ask Tina. Tina probably knows more than I do. All right, swirl, tap, dab, big boy. I got all of the yellow out of them. And I'm going to turn around. You need to get the brushes and paints. Yes, Gail. Gail, you can order the paint off of dickblick.com. And you can order the brushes through me. Alright? Same process as before. I'm going to grab a little bit of white. I'm going to grab my blue. And I'm going to grab my red. I'm going to do a little dab right here. Got it separated on my brush. And I'm going to just flick this on. I'm going to just flick this on just like that, and see the stripes I'm getting? And that's what I want. So white, blue, and red. I got to grab more red, guys. White, blue, and red. White, blue, and red. Okay, make sure your white doesn't have any yellow in it. More white this time than before. Red and blue. White, blue, and red. See that? Okay, and we're just going to turn around and pull this through, and then you turn your brush the other way and flicky-do into the bottom part. Okay, and you stick and move. Here, there, not everywhere, everybody. Here, there, not everywhere. Here, there, not everywhere. Stick and move. Because if you keep going over the same spot over and over and over again, you're going to lose your streaks. You're going to lose your stripes. You don't want to lose the stripes. Okay, you want that separation of color. So this is one of probably the only paintings that we did a 2-layer background. But that is part of the effect of this painting. So every time you see me leave the canvas, I am grabbing more paint. Same process. Okay, and I am just pulling it through, sticking and moving. If you notice, I'm not going over the same area too much. And when I get to where it meets up, you just want to flicky-do into that area where it meets up. Now, if you notice, even though this isn't a straight line, it's all kind of like in the same area. All right, so you're kind of cutting it in half. And when we do the flowers that have 2 petals the one color and a couple of petals the other color, right, that's going to be where they hit on this line. All right, that's going to be where they hit on this line. Okay, blue, yellow, and white, dab, dab. Now I'm just going in, and the areas that are looking a little mushy, I'm just doing a quick little flicky-do. Quick little flicky-do, and getting it to be a little more streaky. Okay, and easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And you want to make sure your paint is nice and thin and flat. All right, if you got a globby spot, flick through it, because we're going to have to map the flowers on. And if it's goopy, it's not going to work out. And now I can, I'm going to grab just my red now. And I'm going to go into certain spots that are looking a little mushy, a little blended too much. And I'm just going to flick. If you notice, look how I'm holding my brush, guys. This is how I'm holding my brush. Okay, so I have my brush here. And then I have my fingers here. And I'm going like this to flicky-do. Alright, so I'm holding my brush steady at the tip of the brush all the way back here, right, with my thumb and my finger, and then kind of like a chopstick kind of thing. And then with these fingers, I'm flicking like that. Okay, you guys see that? That is how I'm doing it. Alright, so it's kind of like a, so it's a show me the money. You're putting your brush in there, you're holding it nice and tight, and with that, putting these fingers on this part, and then you're just moving them like that. And you could flick your brush. Okay? That's how I'm flicking my brush. That's how I'm holding it to get the flicks in. See that? I'm just going like that. Alright? So, you got to give up that control and just let the brush do what it's going to do. And now I'm just going back in. I'm going back in, and I am just getting rid of the spots that have thick paint on them. Quick little flicks, and you're all set. And you have an awesome streak going on in the two different kinds of colors. All right, guys? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, so the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be mapping the flowers in. Alright, we're going to be mapping the flowers in. And I'm going to show you all the different shapes and the ways to do it. To get it like your flowers are, you know, some of them are straight on. Some of them are sideways. Some of them are split. Okay, orange on one part, blue on the other. Okay. See that one sideways? We have sideways one there. Okay. What you want to do is you're going to, it doesn't matter to me how many flowers you do. Alright, now my flowers have probably about 3 layers of color. Right, I mapped them. And then I did another one coat, 2 coats. Okay, they're all outlined. Alright, they all have a black center with a white dot in the middle. So if you're doing your dots different colors other than black and white, you could do your center, the color of your small dots, and you do 1 dot in the center for the bigger dots, okay? Notice that they're spread out everywhere. Alright, they're spread out all over my canvas. The stems I put in last. Alright, so this is all the things I'm going to be showing you, alright? But I'm not going to turn around and show you every dot and every circle. I'm not going to turn around and show you every single layer and outline of every single flower. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of times, and then it's going to be up to you on how much time you want to invest into your painting. All right, the more layers you do with acrylic, the better it looks. The more layers you do, the better it looks. 6,000%. So, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to swirl tap dab mini me, and you want to make sure you've got clean white paint. Okay? And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to put a dot in. I'm going to put a dot wherever my flowers are going to go. You see some green at the transition and you like it. Yeah, right, Jill? So cool. So cool. That's going to happen. Yeah. So I'm going to put a dot wherever I want my flowers to be. Okay. So I have 2 on the bottom here. So 1 here and 1 a little higher. Okay. And you want to spread these out. All right. Then I have 4 going like this. So there's 1 here. There's 1 here, here, and up here. Okay, so I'm putting a dot where I'm planting my flowers. And then there's 2 that have the different petals changing. So one's going to be here, right where the 2 colors run into each other. And one's going to be over here where the 2 colors run into each other. And as you put these dots, notice how they're spread out. Notice that when I paint the flower in, I'm going to have enough room for the whole flower. Okay? And then there's 3 in the blue. There's 1 up here. And there is 1 over here. And there's 1 all the way up at the top. Okay? So you put your dots where you want them. Just remember, every dot is going to be a flower, so you want to make sure you leave enough room to do your flowers. Okay? So, I'm going to show you, the flowers are teardrops, and you're going to turn around and make it smaller than what you want it. Remember, the more you play with it, the bigger it gets. And so you want to make these petals smaller than what you actually want it. And these flowers, you're not going to have to worry about the shading within the flower because none of the petals overlap each other. They just meet up with each other. So you're not going to have to worry about any of the shading or anything else. It's just going to be straight up coloring a solid color. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, guys. So I'm going to start down here. And like hands of a clock, you're going to come out of your center. And these are 6-petaled flowers. All right. So I'm going to do 1 going at 12. 1 going at, what time is that? 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and now it's just a teardrop. And I'm going to make it smaller than what I want it to actually be. Okay, so it's just a teardrop following that line. And none of them are touching. None of them are touching. And if your background's still a little wet and it's mixing in, that's okay. That's alright. No worries there. Okay, because these petals are going to be darker. They're going to be blue. So they're going to be darker than your background. So I'm wiping off my brush. And I'm grabbing more white paint. And I'm going to do the next flower. So the next flower is straight on too. So I'm going to do here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this dot's pretty close to that one, so I'm going to keep these short. I'm going to keep those petals short. Alright, so pay attention to where your other dot is as you're making these, because you don't want your flower to wind up overlapping or running into another one. Okay, so this is straight on, and I'm just doing little teardrops. Alright, now this dot's like really close to this dot, okay, so I'm going to do a very small line there. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I'm just turning around, and you can go like this. You can go on either side of your line like that if you want to too. You can go on either side of your line, just doing like a parentheses thing, or you can just go all the way around your line, however you want to put them in. Your flowers, your painting. Okay, so we're going to do all the straight on ones first. And then I'll show you the ones that are on an angle. Okay, and then I'll show you the ones that are on an angle. So we're going to do all of the straight on ones. Okay, here. Alright, so when you do the ones that are where it's changing colors between the two, okay, you want to think about, alright, that one's going to be orange, that one's going to be orange, this one's going to be orange, blue, blue, blue. Alright, so you want to put your lines in to where they're definitely more into one color or into the other color. Alright? So when you put your petals on, you already know which petal is going to be the orange, and then which petal is going to be the blue. Because you're putting them in position to where they're definitely more into one color than the other. Alright? So here I'm going to put 2 up like this that are going to be my orange, and then I'm going to put 4 down the bottom where those are definitely going to be the blue. Okay, so when you put your lines in, to guide where you're going to do your rounded petals, seems like we can mix these flowers with butterflies or dragonflies or anything we wanted. Yes, absolutely, guys. You can make this your own. If you want to add some dragonflies or butterflies to this, 6,000%. It's your painting. Go rogue. You know rogue is supported here. You guys do whatever your little hearts desire. Okay? So these 2 are straight on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hands of a clock, guys. Hands of a clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hands of a clock. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just like that. This is a really good zone out painting. Like as you're painting these flowers, right? It's a really good zone out painting. Like you just kind of get into it, and it's not hard to do. It's a pretty easy process. It's literally just coloring. Thank you so much for the stars, Brenda. That's amazing. Thank you, dear. you can just turn around and zone out and fill your petals in and color them any way you want to. Alright. Now, as you're waiting for me to explain something, if you're waiting on me to explain something, as these dry, add another coat of white. Alright, so as these dry, if you're waiting on me, add another coat of white. Alright, so now we're going to do the ones that are, tilted, like on the side. Okay, we're going to do those ones. And they're, pretty simple. It's still hands of a clock with a little bit of a couple adjustments, okay? So what you're going to do is some of your hands are going to be longer and some of your hands are going to be shorter. All right, so let's pick this guy right here. We're going to go with this guy right there. Let me bring you closer to that dot. Close up! I know that's probably really annoying, but I love it. I just love doing it. Close up! Alright, so we're going to do that dot right there. And when you do your hands of a clock, the one that's, right, you want to think about what angle your flower is going to be. Did I get paint on my camera or something? Oh, okay, no, we're good. Okay, so, you want to think about what angle your flower is going to be tilted. And that's the first two hands you're going to do. Alright, so I'm going to put one out this way and one out that way because my flower's tilting this way. Okay, let me see if I can show you the flower we're doing at the same time. Alright, there we go. Cool beans. So that's the flower we're doing right here. Alright, now, when you have those two in, you're going to turn around and in the middle of those two, you're going to do a short one. And then the other three, just swoop around, okay? So 1, 2, 3. And they're a little shorter than the two that you already started with. Now, when you colored this in, close up, you got it. Hi, Ann. How you doing? My close-ups are the best. You guys are too kind. All right, so now when you do the shape, it's a little different, all right? So the shape of the two long ones, you're going to curve it this way and then put your little bend around over here and then bring it back in, kind of like a little banana or sausage, all right? So curve this way, bend around, bring it back in. Okay, so the shape's a little different. These, all right, you're going to curve here, bring it around, bring it back in. Right, pull this out this way, curve, bring it in, there we go. Okay, so this, you have to pay a little bit more attention to the shape. This guy's just like the other ones. That guy's just like the other ones, no special shape. And then the little stubber here, the little guy, okay, you're going to make a rounded triangle. Like that. And just like that, you have a flower that is, now I'm just schmoozing and kind of filling and fixing. You're going to have a flower that's tilted. Okay? Alright, so we're going to do the other flower that's tilted on the other side. Alright, we're going to do this guy right here. Alright, I'm going to wipe off my brush because he's getting a little goopy. I'm going to grab clean white paint. I'm going to come over here. Get you guys in the right spot if I can with this stand. There we go. Alright, so this dot, he's tilted. He's this guy. Okay, so what's the first thing we did? We did our two long lines, the angle that we wanted the flower. Okay, so you line here and a line there. The two long ones, the angle of the flower. In the middle of those, you're going to do your little stubber. And then these you're going to swoop around. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to grab clean white paint. Okay, these guys, I'm going to pull along the top, and swing it around. Right? Pull along the top, then swing it around. And now remember, none of these should be touching each other, okay? None of these petals should be touching each other. Right? We have that one. This one swoops around like that. And then this one is just like all the rest that we did. And then this, the little stubber part, is a little triangle. A rounded triangle. That's it. Okay? Now you have another flower that is angled that way. Alright, we got one more to do. He's right on top here. Okay, he's this flower right there. Okay, first thing we do, wipe off our brush because it probably has goopy goppies on them. We're going to grab our paint. We're going to do our two long ones. So he's from the side, but he's facing up like this. So I'm going to do my two long ones, pretty much just a horizontal line. I'm going to do my little stubber, right? And then I'm going to do, swoop these around. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Wipe my brush off. Right? Pull this along the top. Do a little dip. Bring it in. Pull this along the top. Do a little dip. Bring it in. Right? And this guy is a little dip that way. Bring it in. Right? Wipe off my brush. Grab more paint. This guy along the top, little dip, bring it in. Okay, wipe off my brush. Grab some paint. And this guy's just the way it was on all the other ones. And then this guy is a little triangle off to the side a little bit. See how it's off to the side a little bit? So you do your rounded triangle a little off to the side. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, guys. As soon as the tater tots are done, we're going to have to feed the kid. Alright, April, no worries. No worries. I'll give you guys a chance to catch up. Mustard. It's ketchup mustard time. Oh, yeah. 6,000%. So, in the real world scenario, unlike this live, you would allow all this white to dry, and then you're going to do a second layer of white. You're going to do a second layer of white because you want your colors to pop. So as you're waiting for me, and I'm giving others ketchup mustard time for the angled flowers, you want to turn around and you can start doing your second coat of white on the flowers you already painted. You can do your second coat of white on the flowers you already painted. So, thank you so much, Marie. Yes, you're going to have to, Stephanie, I'm going to have to stop here on my paint. Yes, Stephanie, no worries. Mine blended too. Look, see, if you look at this flower, it's got blue in it. Okay? Right? So, some of my background bled through too, which is fine because it was still wet. We knew there was a chance of that happening. So, you just let it completely dry. And then you're going to go back in and do another coat of white on all of your petals. Okay? Like I said, in the real world, you're going to spend the time to be able to do that. On this video, since I'm not going to do this, I try to keep my videos about an hour to hour and a half long because that's my attention span. Then I start to get over it already, just being honest. And, also, if the videos are too long, people are kind of leery on watching one. So, I'm not going to do that, but that's what you guys should do if you really want your colors to pop, because your background is going to bleed through. That's what's going to happen, and that's okay. You let it dry, and you do another coat of white. So you can start to see this. Look at this flower right down here. Let me grab you guys. Hi, everybody. So, see all the orange that came through on that flower? But he's dry already, so I'll show you the second coat of white on him, okay? Hold on, I gotta hold the phone. I'm holding you guys. Gonna dance with me? Alright, so I'll show you what happens once the white dries, and it doesn't take that long for it to dry. Alright, I'm gonna grab more clean white paint. See my palette? See how messy it is? And we'll go to the flower where the color bled through. This is dry. And now when you do your second coat of white on it, it's going to clean all of that up. So the secret is you got to let it dry. If you keep just trying to paint it and paint it and paint it to get it white, you're going to wind up with a big mushy mess. So once you let it dry, you can go back in with the white paint, and your second coat of white is going to cover all of that up and give you the perfect base to be able to put your color, whatever color you're choosing, on top. Okay, just like that, Steph. So no worries. No worries. Let it dry. And then you put your second coat, and it's going to be fine. Absolutely. Okay, back in your holder. I gotta plug you guys in too. I'm gonna electrocute y'all. I gotta plug you guys back in. Alright, so you got, oop, you're not in your holder all the way either. Whoop, there we go. Okay, so that being said, like I said, your first flower should be dry already, unless you really laid it on thick. So you can go and actually start doing the second coat of white on all of the flowers that you did first. You can start putting the white back on them. Yep, I just electrocuted you guys. Ah! Consider yourselves shocked. Shocked and amazed. Shocked and amazed. Thank you so much for the stars, April. Thank you. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to grab just white. I'm going to go into the flower that's two different colors. I'm going to throw another coat of white on top of him. Okay, so you can see the change up between the two colors. Okay, so the rest of your flowers, which I'm not going to do every single one, is basically just the layers of paint, right? The two coats of white if your background came through. All right, then you're going to do your first coat of color, and then your second coat of color. Okay, so I am going to show you that while we're going in between of. How do I know that it's a him? Oh. Because his stem is showing, April. It's a him because his stem is showing. That's all there is to it. Be good. Alright, so. Now, layer one of the orange ones is going to be white, red, and yellow. Alright, so you're going to make all of your orange ones peach first. You're going to make them peach. The white is going to make your red and yellow peach. Oh, and if any of you are interested in owning an Eve's Original, if any of you are interested in owning an Eve's Original, these are for sale. Okay, so just message me. I can also customize them if you wanted a name or a saying or a town put on them, whatever you would like. These are for sale. All the ones that are my display pieces are for sale. Like every single video event I've ever done, the one that I post to display are all for sale. So if there's one that you like or one that you're interested in, 6,000% message me. We'll talk about cost, we'll talk about shipping, we'll talk about payment, and all of that good stuff, any customizations you would like. I also do commission work, so if you want to commission a pet portrait from me, or if there's something you want painted, if you ever went out and saw a painting that you liked or a print that you liked, message me the picture, I can make you one. This one, that's next Friday, guys. I taught you reflections and light. I taught that Tuesday. Next Friday. Yes. Next week's How To Tuesday, I'm going to teach you how to do the city. So if you want to get the canvas, you're putting this on. And when I teach you How To City on Tuesday, if you want to put your city in beforehand, that way Friday night you only have to worry about the bridge, okay? So if you guys want to do that, give yourselves a little head start. You know, grab the canvas you want to try this painting on. And then when I do How To Tuesday, I'm going to teach you how to do this part, the whole city. So, because on Friday, I'm going to show the whole entire thing. On Friday, I'm going to show the whole entire thing, but I'm going to be moving wicked fast. Okay, I'm going to be moving rather quickly because there's lots to this. So, yeah, it's cool, right? So if you want to turn around and give yourselves a head start, on Tuesday, I'm going to show the city part. Yeah, 2 days, 3 days. What day is it? It's Friday. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. 3 days ago. 3 days ago. Don't be scared, Joan. 3 days ago, I wouldn't turn around and present this if I think you guys weren't able to do it. Everybody can try this one. Everybody's going to be able to do this one. You're going to be good. You're going to be okay. I don't ever try to show you or teach you something or have a paint party that's going to be full of stress for you, okay? Everybody I know that's on here right now, no matter what level you're at, is going to be able to do what's on this painting. 6,000%. So don't stress it, okay? And anyway, there you go. Okay, so Tuesday is going to be How To City, and then Friday is going to be the painting. All right, guys, and I'm working on the next one, a Halloween time. So, Jill, I got your painting of the Witch and the Moon. I might do a play on that. I did do a Witch and a Moon last year. Thank you so much, Marie. You have a great evening, love. Okay, so easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, I'm going to show you the one that's split, so you can see the colors on the two ways to do the colors. Okay, and then you could just fill in your flowers accordingly. The ones on top are going to be the peach. All right, so peach, red, yellow, and white. Red, yellow, and white. You make, oop, I got blue in there, so that's not going to work. Mr. Blue just wants to get everywhere tonight. He is definitely, thank you so much for the stars, Joan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yellow, red, white, yellow, and red. You mix that all together. You will, I don't have a clean spot on my palette. Here we go. I'll put it up here. Alright, so if you mix that all together, red, yellow, and white, you're going to get a peach. Okay, so you're going to do the peach first. All the peach petals are all the ones in the blue. And when you do your split flowers, it's the petals that are in the blue. So for me, it's going to be these three. And I'm just coloring. I'm just using Mini Me and coloring this in. That's all I'm doing. I'm holding it like a pencil. I'm using the flat of my mini-me brush to stay in my lines as best as possible. You know how much I love staying in my lines. So any of the petals that are more in the blue area, we're going to paint them peach. Same with this one. So this guy's more in the blue. So he's going to be peach. Okay, and like I said, this is after your second coat of white. Oh, you love the moon? Oh, so it's the moon. Okay, all right. I got you. I'll do something with the moon. I'll do something with the moon. No worries. All right, so there we go. And then you're going to fill in the rest of them. You're going to fill the rest of them in with the peach. Okay, so you're going to go on your own here and fill the rest of those petals in that are all in the blue with the peach color. Okay, 6,000%. Okay, so you're going to start off with peach. All right, for the blue, I'm going to do white and if you want them purple, you do white, blue, and red. Okay, if you want them purple, you would do white, blue, and red. If you want them blue, you're just going to do, will there be a crow? Oh, yes, Brenda, right? Let me write that down for you. I got to write that down. So Jill is interested in a moon, and Brenda wants crows, even though, Brenda, your crows probably come out better than my crows. But we're going to do it. All right, I wrote down moon, and I wrote moon. Here we go again with the moon. We're going to set the mood with the moon. Moo. Anyway, white and blue. If you want it purple, white, blue, and red. All right, white and blue. White and blue. So you're going to do your petals that are in the orange more. All right, and the reason I'm doing this with white and blue is if I go out of my lines, the white is going to help with the coverage. Also, if there's any yellow showing through, the white is going to help with covering that up too. And if you notice, my petals are just getting bigger from coloring these in, right? So my petals are getting bigger from coloring these in. That's why we made our petals smaller than what we wanted, because now they're getting to the point of where they're going to be touching each other. And the sides can touch, you just don't want them to touch to the point of where they're overlapping. Okay, so as you're coloring this in, your sides can start touching, but you don't want it to be where they'd be overlapping, just touching. Okay? So, I'm doing white and blue. White and blue. Alright? And then all of your flowers that are in the orange, you're going to do white and blue on. Alright? So all of the flowers that are in the orange, you're going to do white and blue on. Okay, I'll do one with white, blue, and red so you can see the difference. So this is white, blue, and red. Okay, if you like the white, red, blue, and red better, this one had the second coat. That's going to give it a purple tone. Alright, and this one had the second coat of white on it. Alright, so if you want more purple, more of a purple tone, it's white, blue, and red. Alright, if you want it to have the blue tone, it's just white and blue. 6,000%. Okay? What's in my coffee? What is it called? I like the Italian sweet cream. But I get what you're saying, Nikki. Now, I like the Italian. I'm using you guys as a mirror now. Did you notice that? I like the Italian sweet cream, and pumpkin spice is out now. And I live for that in my coffee. It's so good. It's so good. All right. So, get to work, people. Start filling your flowers in. I'm going to finish my coffee, and I got to get a seltzer. I got to get a seltzer. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you, as my first layer dries, I'm going to show you the stems and the dots. Okay? Oh, I'm grabbing a diet soda. One of these days, maybe Pepsi or Coke will sponsor me when I do this. Cheers, everybody. What colors make peach again? Hello, 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 Megan. Red, yellow, and white. Ooh, cinnamon vanilla sounds good. Red, yellow, and, yes, orange and white too, Nikki. That'll work because red and yellow make orange. So, red, orange, and white. You're welcome, Megan. No worries. No worries, sweetheart. Okay, we have Helen and Becky and Sheila and Chai and Tina B and Joan and Kathy and Rochelle and Judy and Tammy, Jeanette, Megan, Sue, Carolyn, Diane, Stephanie, Shayna, Katie, Judy, Christine, Debbie, Gail, Anastasia's here, Tina and Anna and Pamela, Tracy, Kimberly, April, Nikki, Marie, Jill, Debbie, Donna, Katie, and Gloria in the house. Oh, yeah. 6,000%. What a roll call, everybody. What a roll call. All right. So, you guys want some black paint that's not goopy. Cindy's here. Hello, 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 Cindy. I missed you? I'm sorry, hon. I try to get everybody because we're all fam. Carol made it. Hi, Carol. So I try to get everybody because we're all one big happy fam. And Brenda, I think I got you, Brenda. No Brenda on here? All right, I'm sorry, Brenda. Boy, I'm slacking tonight. Got you, Brenda. Hi, sweetheart. Hello, my little creepers. Hello, everybody. Okay, so you want black paint that's not goopy. It has to be nice and loose. If you poured it already, no worries, you were late, no worries. If you poured it already and it got goopy on you, all you do is you take your brush and you're going to move that film to the side. Okay, don't kerplunk it into your paint, move it to the side. And then you dip your brush, you do a little tap so you have some excess water on your brush. And you put that into your paint and that'll loosen it up, okay? So I'm dipping my brush, I'm doing a little tap tap, and then I'm putting that in my paint, not too much because you don't want to lose your color value. And then I'm going to roll my brush to get all that excess out of there. Wipe it off, put it in my cup. Okay, so we're going to grab, hi, Carol. How are you doing, sweetheart? We're going to grab Tiny. He is a small round. I'm going to grab the black paint where I just loosened it all up. And we're going to put in where our stems are. Okay, so the stems, move your hand, not the brush. Faster you go, the better your stem's going to come out. And it's going to be swooping time, okay? So I'm going to start by the flower. You don't have to touch the flower because when you do your outline, they're going to meet up. So you're going to start by your flower and you're just going to swoop your stem in. Faster you go, the smoother it's going to be. And then I'm going to put a little piece on here for when I do my dots. Okay? So you're just going to swoop these stems in and you're going to go around there's a flower there, you want to go around it, all right? So I'm going to do this stem. I'm going to start over here, and I'm just going to swoop it in. All right, and if it starts to break apart on you because there wasn't enough paint on your brush, you can go in very carefully, move your hand, not the brush, and you can tighten that up. All right, just like that. Okay, this guy goes right off of the canvas. Shoop. And there's a little piece on him for the dots. Swoop. Okay, so we're just doing our stems, guys. Notice I'm holding my brush back here. I'm pulling quickly. Like I said, if you run out of paint on your brush, you can always go back in and darken it once you have your guideline. And I'm swooping these in. Okay, I'm going to do a little bend on this one. Swoop. And I'm going to come back in and carefully just fill that in better. Right? I need pieces for where dots are going to be coming off. And this guy's on his side, so I'm going to put the stem coming from the side of him. Put that one in, go back in and darken it up. Alright, the stems that are on the top, I'm just going to feed them through like that. You can leave it there or you can follow it and put the rest of it coming through. It's up to you. When you have like a blank space like this, you want to put your piece in because we're going to put 3 dots on there. So you kind of want to put your stem, put the piece on your stem to fill that negative space up. Move it over, please. Okay, there you go. And so you can extend them all the way through and down if you want to. So I did a piece, I refilled my brush, take another piece. It's up to you if you want to extend them all the way down. There's going to be negative space right here, so I'm going to put my swoop. So I'm going to put my dots there. Alright, the guy's on top. Put that in. This guy, alright, he's going to wind up running into this flower. So I'm going to follow it through. And then I'm going to put it coming out the other side of the flower. Okay, so if you have one landing in a flower, just follow it through. And you can put it out the other side of the flower. Alright? And then this guy, right here. Swoop, just like that. And then I'm going to give him a piece into here. So I'm just going to swoop right there. That's going to have dots. Okay, I'm going to look to see what, do I want to add anything? Do I want something special? Alright, there's like a space right here. So I'm going to add a swoop to this guy. Swoop. I'm holding my brush back here. Right, I'm doing a quick pull, moving my hand, not the brush. I can always go back in and darken them. Right? You can always go back in and darken them once you have your guideline. Okay? There's black dots all around this thing. This whole painting is filled with black dots. Or April said you can add butterflies, you can add dragonflies. I filled in, some of my dots aren't connected to anything. I filled in my spaces that were blank with... right, so I have stem pieces that have the dots, and then I have them randomly floating around. The black dots are throughout this whole entire painting, filling in the spaces, okay? So, right, you just boop, 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 and you gotta go boop, boop, boop when you do that. Alright, so you're gonna fill in these. Okay, you're just going to fill these in wherever you think there should be one. Alright, don't put them where your stem openings are because you're going to have the white circle ones there. Okay, so don't put them there. And you're just going to fill these in wherever you think they should be. And you could always fill in some more. Alright, I'm going to do my last coat on my flowers. So now is when I'll grab just the, Diane's asking, did anybody do different colors? Yeah, if you guys did different colors, let us know, man. And I'll post to the event to share. Alright, so now I'm just going to grab yellow and red. Now I'm just grabbing yellow and red to get an orange. Yes, yes, Nikki, you can take the back of your brush and do a dot that way. You can use a Q-tip if you want to do a dot that way. I have that little fancy dotter brush that I do my dots. So now you can fill in your orange, and your orange is going to pop because it has all those layers underneath. So I just grabbed yellow and red this time, and I'm going to fill in my orange. I'm super duper excited, guys. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you why. So tomorrow, there's this organization, right? It's called Hope Sheds Light. And it's for people, it's for the survivors, so the family that lost a loved one due to addiction or alcoholism or all that kind of stuff. So it's a support group for those families, and they're doing a fundraiser tomorrow. They're doing a walkathon up at Seaside Boardwalk. So if you're in the area and you want to go and support and lend a hand, 6,000%. It's tomorrow at 8 a.m. it starts. So they do a walkathon, and I get to be there to paint faces, right? So they are paying me to be there, but it still feels good to be able to contribute. And I'll be doing the face painting on all the kids and the body art on the adults and stuff. So I'm super, super excited for that. I already got my paints out, my glitters and everything else, and I'll get to take part of that. So it's called Hope Sheds Light. You guys can look them up if you want to donate or maybe throw a little something, something. It's a great organization. I live in the extreme south. Any ideas on keeping my paint from drying up so fast on your palettes? So what you want to do is squirt a little bit of paint at a time, because once it hits the air, it automatically starts the drying process. Number two, you might want to look into an extender medium. You can do that. Some people have a wet palette, which what they do is they take a tray, they put a wet paper towel down, and then they put wax paper, glossy side up, on top of that, and you put your paints on that, and that's going to keep it cool and allow moisture to keep your paints wet. It's called doing a wet palette. You can do that process if you want to. You add a little bit of water to your paint. That'll keep it to extend and to spread. So lots of tricks for you, love. You just find what you're most comfortable doing and using. And April said a spray bottle. You can squirt it if you want to. Yes, Jill, Hope Sheds Light. That's the name of the organization. They have like a butterfly as a symbol. And you're welcome, Tina. And yeah, so they support the families, the survivors of losing a loved one due to addiction and alcoholism and all of that stuff. So really, really, really great organization, and I'm super grateful and blessed to be able to be a part of it and to put some smiles on people's faces, because that has to be extremely difficult to go through that. And yeah, I'm excited. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Alright, so we got the second coat on our flowers in the colors that we want it. For the orange, we got to do the second coat for the blue. So now I'm going to grab just blue. If you did the purple, you can grab just red and blue. So now I'm going to grab just blue. And and I'm going to put the blue on now. Alright, and since we have that base of blue and white underneath, this is really going to pop. Okay, so I'm going to do just blue. Alright, and just blue over here. You notice I'm holding it like a pencil, and I'm just coloring. This is a really, you know, it comes out looking really cool. It's a great graphic piece, but it's really, you know, don't put your hand in your stems like I just did. I got black on my finger. So it's really cool. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's a total zone out. To just fill these flowers in. If you did the purple, you want to grab red and blue. Red and blue. Right? Mix that around a little bit, and then you can go on top of your purple, and it'll have a deep purple color to it. Okay, so if you did the purples instead, this is what the purple will look like. I'll just show you real quick. Okay, so all you're doing is adding red and blue together, and it'll be a really, really deep purple. If you want it to be a lighter purple, you just add white to it. If you wanted a lighter purple, I can grab that, adding a little bit of white to it. If I add a little bit of white to it, then you get the lighter purple again. Okay, so it's completely up to you, your flowers, but that's what it'll look like if you're doing the purples. Okay, 6,000%. All right, now the white dots, all right, or circles, should I say, because they're a little large just to be considered dots. All right, so we're going to do the white circles. We're going to outline and then center our flowers, and we're going to be all set. So the white circles, okay, I put at the end of the stems, I put a cluster of 3. All of them have a cluster of 3. Okay, on the end of every stem. All right, and then I put random ones just floating around, filling in the space, different sizes and whatnot. I think this is 3 coats of white on here, maybe even 4. Okay, to get it that really bright, bright, bright white. So you choose where you want your circles to be. And it's a parentheses and a parentheses to make a circle, guys. So I'm going to grab clean white paint and mini me. Alright, and I'm going to find where a stem's ending. And I'm going to put like 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do my circle. Okay, so I'm going to do a parentheses and a parentheses this way. And then you could fill in and fix. You can also do a scribble circle if you want. Right, you just scribble around in a circular motion. And that gives you a circle. If you just let your hand free flow, you will get a circle. Okay? Or you can do parentheses this way and a parentheses that way. And that'll give you a circle, and then you could fill and fix. Okay? You can do a push circle, right? Where I push and spin my brush. Parentheses. Parentheses. You love working with me. You'll be doing this later. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you so much, hon. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate it. You can do a push circle. You're going to push your brush and then spin. Right? Spin. Remember? So you can push your brush and then just spin it around. And you get a push circle that way. I'm not a fan of those. I like a little bit more control. So that's up to you. If you like the push and spin, you can do the push and spin. Alright, be careful. The more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. And you can put these, right, here's a push and spin. Push and spin. Okay, so I push my brush on there and then I spin it with my fingers. Push, spin. Alright, so you can do those too if you want to. All different ways. And the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. So just keep that in mind. When your brush starts to get gloppy, gooey, wipe it off. And you're just going to fill these in wherever there was a stem. 1, 2, 3. You're going to do threes where your stems are. And you're going to fill in other ones, just random, to fill in the empty spaces, or what they call the negative spaces. And they could be all different sizes and shapes, whatever you want them to be. And you're just going to randomly fill these in on your painting, here, there, not everywhere. Okay, the push and spin does good to get a smaller circle. You just want... yes, we are cool. We're definitely cool. You just don't want to put a lot of paint on your brush when you do the push and spin. Okay, so you're going to fill those in. And then the next thing you want to do is your centers. So my centers are black. No, my bad. That's wrong. The next thing you want to do is outline all of your petals. Alright, so I'm going to grab Tiny. I'm going to grab white paint. And I'm going to outline my petals. Okay, so, and I'm outlining the entire petal. Alright, so I'll show you on these guys that I'm finishing up. So you want to outline the entire petal. Okay, now mine's turning blue because my paint was still wet. But you're going to outline the entire petal. And once you do these outlines, then your petals are really going to start touching each other. That's why I said you want to make them smaller. I'm wiping off my brush every time and grabbing more paint. That's why I said you want to make these petals smaller than what you wanted. Because now as we're adding things, now they're getting to the point of touching each other. As I do my outlines, these outlines help too if you went out of your lines doing some of your coloring. This will help clean it up and look more smooth. Okay, so you want to add those. And you're just going to go around and it's all just going to meet in the middle. We're all just going to meet in the middle. That's all. So it's just white paint and outlining your whole flower. Just outlining your whole flower. So I will show you a close-up. Let me get this last one on here. So I'll show you a close-up of that. Now the blue did bleed through because it was wet. When I wipe my brush off, are you using water on it? No, Kathy. I'm just wiping it on the paper towel. So whenever I say I'm wiping my brush off, I'm just wiping it on the paper towel real quick to get the globs off of it. When I say I'm cleaning or swirl tap dabbing or dipping, that's when I'm using the water. Alright, otherwise, besides that, I am just using the paper towel. Okay? Alright, so close up. Close up! Never gets old. Alright, see how they're connecting in the center? Even if I had one overlapping, right? It touched a little too much. I just picked which one was going to be on top and which one was underneath because they were a little close to each other. So, you're welcome, sweetheart. So I'm just going to turn around and have the outline go over the outline of the other one. It's okay if your petals wind up touching. The other ones met up really nice. Alright, they met up really nice, so I can do the outline completely around the petal without worrying about, right, it's just meeting the other petal. It's not overlapping it. So that's how the space of your flowers is going to get all filled in. Alright, and cheers everybody Cheers. If you have any questions for me, now's the time to ask. I see the stars total. Thank you guys so much for that. And the only thing left to do is our centers. So when your outline dries, right, my center, since I did black and white dots, so you're going to set, your center is going to be whatever dot colors you did. I'm going to do the smaller dot is the bigger circle. So now I'm going to put my center on here. Just like that, it all comes together. Okay, and then the ones that are tilted, these flowers that are tilted, your centers are going to look like this. So I'm grabbing tiny now. So you want to do where the shorter petal is, you're going to do a parentheses like that. And then the bottom of that is going to be more shallow like this. Okay, so that's going to be your centers for the tilted flowers. So you're going to do a curve for the petal that, hi Irene, how are you doing? So the petal that is smallest, that's where you're going to do the large part of your curve. And then you're going to just swoop the bottom so it's not as curved. Okay, so that's the centers for the petals that are sideways. And then whatever color you made your larger dots, that's going to be the dot in the middle of your flower. So I'm going to grab white paint, and the flowers pointing at me, these guys, is right in the center. The ones that are tilted, or is it tilted one? The ones that are tilted, the dot is going to go on the side of that by the shortest petal. That's okay, Irene, no worries. So the dot is going to go on the side of your bubble where the shortest petal is, and then the ones facing you, the dot's going to go right in the middle. Okay? So guys, you have everything you need to complete this painting. I explained everything to you. Like I said, it's just lots of layers of paint. Lots and lots and lots of layers of paint to get it to look like the completed one, right? You have to color all of your flowers in. You have to turn around and put all your dots in. You know, you can go over your stem lines again to get them nice and neat and crisp if you want. Right, the bottom of my stems, see how I cleaned it up right there? So the bottom of my stems, right, I just took a tiny brush, and right where the stem bottom is, I just did a little rounded edge on it, like that, to clean it all up. Ooh, there was too much water on that brush. See that drippy happening? So I did a little rounded edge. Where's the stem? Here we go. So I just did a little rounded edge on the bottom like that. Okay, guys. So I cleaned it all up. All right, 6,000%. So you guys got this. You can totally do this. You have all of the information you need to complete it and get it all filled in. And have fun with this. Totally zone out. Totally have fun with this. 6,000%. You can all do this. Tuesday, can't wait to paint these with the boys. Absolutely, April. Tuesday's going to be a how-to city. Friday's going to be our city painting. I'm almost done with the painting that's going to be after that. You guys will get to see that. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Chai. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, April. You guys are going to see the painting for 2 weeks. I'm going to finish that this weekend. So there will be a masterpiece montage video. Going to be revealing that. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, all the comments are coming in quickly, but I see every single one. I just can't talk that fast. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, April. Thank you, Anastasia and Becky and Gail and Chai and Nikki and Jill. Thank you, guys, so much. Thank you. You all warm my heart. 6,000%. All right? Have fun. Okay? And if you ever have any questions, Facebook Messenger is the best way to get in touch with me. I will respond. Absolutely, 6,000%. If you donated tonight, which some of you did, thank you so much. Remember, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. You can donate through those links too. Replays are on my YouTube channel. That should be posted by this weekend. And everybody, you know, just have a good time, okay? So with that, I got to get my stuff together for tomorrow. Have fun. Whew. Y'all warm my heart. All the time. I love all you guys. And have fun and go create, okay? Mwah. Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much. Kathy, it is available. It is available on my page for forever. If you go under the videos link, you'll see all my videos. Or you can find it on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel. The link is shared in this chat, and it's also on my event page. And it's on throughout my page in all different areas. Absolutely. Okay? So it's always available. So y'all are in my heart. Have fun. Go create. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Mwah. Good night, everybody.